Hello, I have another tidbit for you on inflammation. I was inspired to share this with you because of a conversation that I had with a colleague this weekend, and he's a Chinese medicine practitioner and acupuncturist here in town, and we were actually having a conversation about the topic of cancer. He was a guest on my TV show, which I'll be sharing with you soon, but we were talking about cancer, and he was telling me about the fact that Chinese medicine doesn't treat cancer. They don't even call it cancer because that's a Western diagnosis. What they treat is the underlying condition to cancer, which Chinese medicine calls heat. And then he explained to me that what they call heat is what Western medicine calls inflammation. And so, in fact, what he was saying is inflammation is the underlying cause that manifests as cancer. And so Chinese medicine treats the inflammation. It doesn't necessarily treat the cancer, but what happens is, as a consequence, the cancer retreats. Let's say it that way. So when we were talking about the different causes of cancer, we got the juiciest conversation was really about lifestyle more than diet or some of the other things. And so it was great for me because I focus on food a lot. It's kind of one of my biggest tools. But lifestyle is also a big contributor to inflammation. And when we think of the Chinese medicine term for it, heat, it can be actually quite helpful. So you might think about what is the lifestyle that overheats you, the lifestyle that makes you warm. And the analogy that I thought of and shared with him, and he thought was a great analogy, was to think of the body as an engine. When you have an engine that's constantly running, it overheats, and that's literally what we're doing to ourselves with our busy lifestyle. We live a lifestyle that's full of stress, that we're constantly on the go, constantly multitasking, jumping from one thing to the next, overbooked, running, and never really stopping. And even when we stop and we think we're taking a break, we're on an iPad or on the computer, on Facebook, on watching TV. And so even those activities that are our rest, we're still overstimulated. And so the engine doesn't really ever stop. And so it's a lifestyle that contributes to heat. In other words, it's a lifestyle that contributes to chronic inflammation. So the thing that I want you to think about is, what are the things that can help you slow down, cool down, stop? What things can you start adding? More breaks, more naps, meditation, going for a massage, sitting under a tree and just doing nothing, just, not having a to-do, not grabbing necessarily a book, just being. Stop doing so much and start being more. And think about that as a way to help with your chronic inflammation. I know it's a different kind of a tip. You might not notice an immediate result, but it's definitely something that's going to help get your nervous system out of that constant stimulation and more in the place of what we call rest and digest. So when your nervous system is in rest and digest, it's actually in that state where it can direct healing throughout your body. So slow down, drink more water, and join me for my 1-hour class next week. Next Wednesday, I'm going to be sharing the 10 essentials for managing inflammation. We're going to go a lot deeper in all of these. So I hope you'll join me, and I will see you next time.